I am more commonly known on the beta as Falco Hipworth. I know, kind of dorky to have a name on there that isn't your own, but I'm on here to discuss some Slytherin prejudice. So there's going to be a total of 6 photos that I discuss on here that if I can figure out how to edit it, they will be on here. So the first one that we're going to look at it's called True Slytherin, and the quote on here says, "When people say, I totally crucio someone, I think I'm a Slytherin, or deep down, I'm evil, therefore I'm a Slytherin, I just laugh, because they have no idea what it's like to be a true Slytherin." Now, I find that completely true because people believe that just because you're evil or rude or conniving, that you must be a Slytherin. That's the only house you fit in, but that's not true. Not all of us are evil, conniving, rude. Let me just point out right here a quote about, it's the second photo, a quote about Slytherin prejudice. "You know you're a Slytherin when you experience prejudice because others immediately assume that you're prejudiced." Here's a status that I posted on the beta my first week on. "You guys, I'm dating a Muggle-born Hufflepuff. I just found out because he just got sorted, and we discussed his family. As a proud Slytherin and pureblood, I'm going to do what any pure-blooded Slytherin would do. I'm keeping him." I love him as much as I would if I had known that he wasn't a Muggle-born. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he's a Hufflepuff. I'm proud of being a Slytherin. And no matter what house he's in or what blood status he was, even if you were just a Muggle and didn't have any knowledge of the Harry Potter world, I would still go for it because it doesn't matter. You're still a person. Now, let me just read you what the Sorting Hat said in the first book. "Or perhaps in Slytherin you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends." Now, a lot of people interpret that as, oh, you're going to figure out any way that you can figure out to get what you want. But honestly, in the real world, that's a trait that a lot of people look for. That's not stabbing people in the back. You know, a lot of people assume that because of Malfoy and Riddle, that's exactly what a Slytherin is supposed to do, just to stab people in the back to get what they want. But honestly, that's not how it works. I interpret that as, I want to get into college so bad, so I'm going to use any means that I can to get the grades that I need. If that means staying up until midnight for a week trying to finish a stupid project, that's what it's going to take. I'm going to work as hard as I can because that's the Slytherin in me that forces me to find anything that I can to reach what I need. And this trait can be shown in 2 cases, both on the negative and positive spectrum. I'm not saying that you have to be a Death Eater or you have to be in Dumbledore's army. I'm personally neutral because my mom's a Gryffindor, my little brother's a Hufflepuff, my boyfriend's a Hufflepuff, my little sister, we're pretty sure she's Slytherin, my older brother's a Slytherin, and my other younger brother is a Gryffindor. So I stand neutral because I have many Death Eater friends, and in my dorm on the beta, I have Death Eater friends. But, excuse my language on this part, but another picture it shows Voldemort invading the Ministry. I think this was during Order of the Phoenix or Prisoner of Azkaban, I can't remember. It says, "Death Eaters take over the Ministry, kill Dumbledore, and take over Hogwarts. They get shit done." And it's true, it does show the determination that a Slytherin holds. And that's our most dominant trait, is that we're determined. And that's it, we're not all evil. But yeah, in this case, they are evil, and they're using that determination. I think Riddle/Voldemort is a prime example of how a Slytherin's traits can be taken in a negative aspect. But if we turn around and look at how Draco crumbled under the pressure of being ordered to kill Dumbledore. That also shows that he was determined to protect his family and to carry out his orders, but it wasn't what he wanted. He was only determined to do it because it was what he was ordered, well, because he wanted to protect his family. And we saw into the heart of a true Slytherin when we saw Draco crumble in the bathroom in the movie, and I think he really captured that aspect of it. Here, there's another picture, my final picture that I'm going to discuss. It shows all 4 houses, so the last one's Slytherin, and however cheesy it is whenever it shows him leaning over trying to get the answer. It's called The Answer. The first one says, "The Hufflepuff is talented enough to find the answer." Okay, haha, Star Kid Potter. "The Gryffindor is brave enough to ask the answer. Ravenclaw is clever enough to know the answer. The Slytherin is determined enough to get the answer." And I think that's very true. I may not always know the answer. I'm pretty smart whenever it comes to academic things. But truly and honestly, I'm sick of people looking at Slytherins as just worthless idiots who are just out for their own. And it's not true. We really do defend our house because we're all in it together. We're all alienated in a sense because we're just seen as, oh, they're evil. We can't associate with them because they're the bad guys. We're not the bad guys, okay? I can honestly say I'm top of my class in Muggle school, and I'm determined to stay that way even on the beta, even though it doesn't count. It counts for me because it's real for me. I don't know how I could sway a person, sit there and think, oh, just because I'm evil, I'm horrible, I'm a horrible person, I've got to be a Slytherin. I really wish I could look at them and say, you know what? Look at what's positive in your life. Are you brave? Are you always in the middle of the action? Then go to Gryffindor. Are you incredibly intelligent? Then get over to Ravenclaw. Are you really chillaxed and not one-sided? Go to Hufflepuff. I don't know what Hufflepuffs would. I don't know exactly what to do with Hufflepuffs. But don't stay in Slytherin just because you think that you would make a good Death Eater, because that's not what makes a good Slytherin. Just because a lot of Slytherins have become Death Eaters. I can honestly say I have no interest in being a Death Eater. I just like their tattoos. But it's just, I look on the web, like on the beta, and just, I see so much prejudice against Slytherins a lot of the time through the Harry Potter universe. And the point of the Harry Potter universe is to keep us all united in that universe, because we all speak that universal language of the Harry Potter universe. So of all of us just coming together and wanting to still be a part of it, whether it be with Quidditch or with the Pottermore site or MuggleNet or the beta or any combination of all that. It's the point that we all want to be united, and I don't want Slytherins being pushed out of the circle just purely because they're Slytherins. And I think I stand as a prime example that Slytherins are not all bad, because I look on the beta and I can see any number of our people, like all of our Slytherins, sitting there posting something about, oh, go Slytherins, we're so great, keep the house pride going, let's figure out ways to get to the hidden swimming pool, if any of us are having trouble with navigating the beta, we figure out a way to add that, like to spread the joy. So I really invite any of you who are not in Slytherin House to go on your friends' sites if you're on the beta. I really want you to go on your friends' pages, look for Slytherin, friend them right now. If anything, look me up. I'll have mine in the info if it allows me to put info on this. Falco Hipworth, FalcoHipworth. And just, if you're a Slytherin and you feel like you're being too one-sided with your friends, go on your friends' sides. Find a Gryffindor. Find a Ravenclaw. As unbearable as it is for everybody, find a Hufflepuff. That's the next house that we've got to talk about eventually, is that Hufflepuff shouldn't be left out of that. But let's keep on the subject of Slytherins. I found myself in my first few days of being on the beta as being very one-sided, because I had about 25 Slytherin friends and about 3 Gryffindor friends and 5 Ravenclaw friends, and I was like, you know what? Let's prove to everyone that Slytherins are not all bad. Let's fix this. Let's do this right. And I did, and now I'm pretty balanced, except for Hufflepuffs. I'm still trying to find more Hufflepuffs to add to it, because I don't want to be impartial against my little brother or my boyfriend. I want to prove that Slytherins are not one-sided. We aren't out for only our own house. I want to make a difference with this. So comment, post, friend me on there. Just and remind yourselves that not all Slytherins are bad. Keep the Slitherclaw, Slitherdor, and Slitherpuff alliances strong. And just remind yourself, not all of us are bad. We're just very determined. Sometimes that can rub off the wrong way. So, this is Falco Hipworth, signing out.